My people, do you know the reason why many Africans don't understand what's really happening around the continent? Do you know the reason why many Africans are still ignorant about what's happening in Africa? It is because they are misinformed. Yes, because they are misinformed.
And that resolution that we came up included issues such as discussions pertaining to establishment of a Pan-African television.
You know, the enemy don't always come with gun. Sometimes they come with cameras, microphones, and a smiling face on TV. Many of our African heroes were destroyed, not because they were evil men, but because their own people were made to believe lies about them. Yes, their own people were made to believe lies about them. You know, when people are misinformed, they become easy to control. They turn against their sisters, they turn against their brothers, they turn against their leaders. Sometimes they turn against their own future. Yes, sometimes they turn against their own future. There's an African proverb that says, when there's no enemy within, the enemies outside cannot hurt you. But what happens when the enemy controls the information inside? Yes, what happened when the enemy controlled the information inside? I mean, just recently, remember what happened? They wanted to paint Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the leader of Burkina Faso, as a man who's using his country's resources to protect himself. Remember that US general, he said that publicly, that Captain Ibrahim Traoré is using his country's resources to protect himself.
Mind calling them out, but Captain Traoré and Burkina Faso, as they know that both, whether it's their gold reserves, that is all those proceeds are just in exchange to protect the junta regime. There's a number of examples across.
That's the same thing they did with Lumumba. The same thing they did with Thomas Sankara. It's the same thing they did with Muammar Gaddafi. Same trick, same strategy, misinformation. But I'm glad Africa is learning this time. And Burkina Faso is saying no more. This is why the Alliance of Sahel States, made up of Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, is planning to establish a Pan-African radio station and an online television platform to counter the foreign narrative and tell the real story of Africa. Now, this station will speak for African, will protect the real image of our continent, and it will stop the outsiders from twisting the truth, because as another African proverb says, until the lion learns to speak, the tale of the hunt will always glorify the hunter.
We spent the first week having conversations which we called Pan-African conversations, where we spoke truth to power, where we talked about the issues that we felt were pivotal in order for Africa to move forward based on the realities of today. And that resolution that we came up included issues such as discussions pertaining to establishment of a Pan-African television and a Pan-African radio station, which is going to be based right here in Burkina Faso. We felt that was a good place to start in order to counteract the negativity coming out of Western media. We need to undo the lies. We need to undo the misinformation. Children of Africa at home and in the diaspora deserve to know the truth and nothing but the truth. There are many other issues that are in the resolution which shall be presented to you through the Foreign Ministry. But in our resolution, we were committed, and we are showing our solidarity, and we are letting the world know, as a united front of African diaspora, we support the Sahel nations.
For too long, the Western media has told the world that Africa is weak, Africans are violent, Africans are poor, Africans are dirty. But they never showed the real side of Africa and Africans. They never told the world about the kindness of Africans, about the beauty of our people. And now the Sahel nations are building their own voice, a radio and television network that will inform instead of misinformed, that will unite instead of divide. You know why am I happy? Because this is not just about media. It's about the liberation of African mind. You know, when we control our story, we control our destiny, because the truth is more powerful than any weapon. The truth is more powerful than any weapon. So my people, remember this. Misinformation killed our heroes. Yes, misinformation killed our heroes. But information, real information, will resurrect our dignity. The Alliance of Sahel States is planting a seed in Burkina Faso, a seed of the truth that will grow into a forest of independent African voices. Yes, and then when that day comes, no Western media will define who we are ever again. My people, just remember this. Any information that you hear or you receive about Africa, don't believe it at first. Always double check. Always double check. Because the Western media is not on our side. They will do whatever it takes just to keep us down, just to keep us divided, just to keep us misinformed. So remember that. Remember that. They are not on our side. They are not on our side. Listen, most of the time they will tell you something about Africa. It will always be a lie. It will always be a lie. They will always twist it. They will always add something. You know? So don't forget it. Don't forget it. My name is Kessa. I'm the African judge. Here I tell you the truth. I tell you what happened, what's happening, and what might happen in the future. So please, like the video. Like the video, say something. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video.
The fearless and transformational leadership coming out of Burkina Faso, Niger, and Mali must be supported by any means necessary. Your Excellency, Mr. President, as a mother, as a wife, as a daughter, you represent everything we have ever wanted in an African man. Burkina Faso has shown us the way. Burkina Faso has let us know that the bully can be defeated. The citizens of Burkina Faso have done all the heavy lifting. The least we can do is be there to support them. So in addition to supporting the revolution that's taking place in the Sahel, we're also here to invest in Burkina Faso. And like Reverend Maponga said, and I hope some of you will find wives and you'll find husbands right here in Burkina Faso. We all could not be here today if it were not for the amazing work being done under the leadership of His Excellency Ambassador General Kasum Koulibaly. His Excellency Kasum Koulibaly, through the Burkina Faso mission in Washington, D.C., has made all it possible for all of you to be here today. Mr. President, I want you to know that Burkina Faso is extremely well represented in Washington, D.C. And through also from the embassy to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, our welcome has been nothing but magical. It is my humble opinion, Mr. President, that should you have a competition among the ministries in Burkina Faso, that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs should receive the award for the best, most achieving ministry in the government of Burkina Faso.